Hey, what's going on, guys? Goose here, man. Coming back at your video, and Saints lose uh, to the Minnesota Vikings, 27 to 19. So another game where the Saints they don't score 20 points. So yeah. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start with this football game. I don't know where to start, where to finish. But I do want to say congrats to Minnesota, especially Valhalla Sports Talk. Cheers to Valhalla. You guys won the game, man. Y'all were the better team today. Wasn't even up for debate. Wasn't up for debate. Minnesota was the better football team today. I mean, they came out in the first half, and they just thoroughly kicked our asses in the first half. It was 27 to 3 before we even decided to wake up. And our defense was horrible in the first half. We couldn't cover Hawkinson. Joshua Dobbs was running free. He looked like Jane Daniels last night in the LSU Florida game. He was just they couldn't tackle him. As our defensive performance in the first half was pathetic. Our offensive performance in the first half was pathetic. Look, I'm not a Derek Carr fan. I'm not a Derek Carr hater. I don't think I truly believe the problem with this football team is twofold: Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael. I think if we fire those two guys, and get an offensive-minded football coaching staff in this organization, that you're going to see a much better production between with this offensive football team. But right, I mean, I know Jameis Winston came in, and he scored touchdowns. He did. Yeah, he threw interceptions at the end that cost us a chance to maybe tie this football game up. But look, Jameis Winston came in and he started throwing the football. I don't know why they weren't throwing the football. They weren't throwing the football down the field when Derek Carr was in the game, or he didn't throw it. One of the two things didn't happen. When Derek Carr was in the game, they weren't throwing the ball down the field. They weren't. When Jameis Winston came in the game, they were throwing the ball down the field. I don't know if that was by design. I don't know if that was just Derek Carr not throwing the ball. I don't know. I have no idea. But all I know is when Jameis Winston came in the game, they started throwing the football down the field. But all of a sudden we gave up. All of a sudden, when it became a one-score game, why did we quit running the football? I get it. We're down 27 to 3. We had to throw the ball to get back in the game. I get that. But when it was a one-score game, why are we throwing the ball every freaking down? We were getting like 6 yards of carry with Kamara. When it was a one-score game, we had like 5 minutes to go. Why are we running the football? It's a one-score game. You could run the football at that point. But I mean, I don't know, man. This game was just look. The score looked close, 27-19 at the end. Maybe it was close, but the Saints got beat today. They got beat by a better football team. We couldn't cover Hawkinson in the first half. We couldn't even touch Dobbs at all. Okay, he looked like Jane Daniels last night. He looked like Jane Daniels. I just couldn't tackle him. Saints are now 5-5. This is what they are. This is what they're going to be with Dennis Allen as a head coach. They're going to be around the 500 mark for the whole year. Whether they go 8-9, 9-8, 7-10, 10-7. That's what they're going to be. 7 to 10 wins. That's Dennis Allen's max. That's it. It's not going to get any better. It's not going to get any worse than that. So they'll be right around that 500. Well, you can't go 500 anymore in the NFL because of the 17-game schedule. But whatever, man. But I'm trying the Saints. I'm trying for them not to really upset my weekend because LSU won. They beat Florida. I got to make that video. So maybe that video will be a little more upbeat. Yeah. So, Vikings win 27-19, beat the Saints. Saints go to 5-5, and after all the weekend shakeups, Saints will probably be, not in first place anymore in the NFC South. But whatever. They got a bye week. They got a bye week. They got a bye week coming up. So whatever. They play the Falcons after the bye week. I'm not expecting anything to change, drastically with this football team. They're still going to be poorly coached. They're still going to have problems scoring on the in the first half. They've had problems scoring. They've had problems scoring in the first half all year long. Nothing's going to change on that note. I don't care who the quarterback's going to be. You can bring prime Joe Montana, with this coaching staff, and he would look like a dunce. But anyway, I don't know. I'm rambling now. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time. Who dat?